You got twins who are identical, one's on steroids, one's not. What are the difference going to be?
I stumbled upon something so unexpected that if true, completely flips this video on its head.
Are they going to see that he's perhaps ready to have a heart attack, a thrombosis, a cardiac event? Is it his kidneys? Is it his liver? What could it be? They're not twins after all. Finally, we have a replacement for the catabolic twig. He goes by the name Coach P. And this is his very first video, and it's already going viral. And so congratulations to Coach P. It was very thought out. It was an excellent video, and I highly suggest you go and follow his channel. The video, it has an amazing title. It says, I tested steroids on identical twins. And so automatically I'm watching the video. You got twins who are identical. One's on steroids, one's not. And what are the differences going to be?
Behind me are two identical twins. One of them is natural and the other one is now.
And so the first thing I'm saying is, how do we know that bro's actually natural? I mean, it's debatable. The before natural photo, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, show me the blood work. I mean, I have debates with these people all the time. If you don't have the blood work and you say you're natural, how do we know you're actually natural? You could be lying. I mean, anyway, the guy looks really good before. They're twins. They look pretty freaking jacked. Is it possible that they're natural? Absolutely. Is it likely? I don't know.
Because this wouldn't be legal.
Let's just say he met him after he started using steroids.
And so just to be safe, because you never know, is steroids use, is it legal, is it not legal? It's legal in Canada. And so he says, let's just say I met him after he already started using steroids. And so, did he in fact meet them both natural? One hopped on, the other one stayed natty? Or did he already use steroids and then he met him? I guess it doesn't matter.
The difference in muscle mass between the natural twin and the steroid twin is 20 kilograms.
Oh my goodness. And so with steroids, you put on 20 kilograms of muscle, water, whatever you want to call it. 20 kilograms is 44 pounds.
Costa, are these results tempting you even a little bit to hop on steroids?
Yeah.
And so seeing his identical twin brother put on 20 kilograms of muscle from taking steroids, he's saying, yeah, I'm kind of tempted. I mean, to see how much muscle he was able to put on. Here I am struggling to put on 1 kilogram of muscle in a year, and he puts on 20. I mean, this is amazing. 20 kilograms. I don't know how many people are going to put that on. Maybe it's 1 in a million, perhaps less, perhaps more. I don't know, but 20 kilos is a lot. And so if you hop on steroids and you have amazing genetics, it's possible you're putting on 20 kilograms in a single year. Not likely though. Man, 20 kilograms.
The natural loaded 120 kilos on the bar.
Okay, spider.
And barely got the weight off his chest. Elias went for 140. And lifted it super easily.
And so what about the bench press? Well, one natural couldn't do 120 kilograms. It's not that much. It's not that deep. 264 pounds in natural, he couldn't lift it. The enhanced guy, he was able to do 140. It's 308 pounds. So you're telling me he put on 20 kilograms more muscle and he could only bench a little bit over 20 kilograms more than him. This is pathetic. You all are thinking, no, natural, 315, it's not a big deal. Most people, if they train hard enough, long enough, they can bench 315. Bro looks amazing. He's 78 kilograms, and he struggled to bench 264 pounds, of which he couldn't get. The guy on steroids, it didn't look easy. He was 308 pounds.
Bro, I actually think I'm gonna get depressed if I lose my hair from steroids. 100%, honestly.
What about the balding? Does that actually happen? The answer is yes. And the brother's saying, look, I notice it. I see it on you. Now, I said I never noticed myself balding. I had a fair bit of hair. And then I did this in one of my videos and noticed there was balding going on right here. But remember, I was in my late 40s. Some of these guys are in their 20s. And so balding is, in fact, a possible side effect of steroids. And so if you do want to keep a full head of hair, I suggest you do it. And aside from that, you perhaps, like Coach Greg, will have to get a hair transplant in Turkey or some other country.
Doctor says that you're losing your hair. Are you gonna reconsider the steroid thing?
I don't know, I probably would lower my trend a little bit.
His words, not mine. That is not going to cut it. If you continue to use steroids, it's going to continue to get worse.
If you knew that you're gonna live a much shorter life, would you continue taking them, you think?
I know I'm gonna live much less, I'm sure. I would, yes.
If you knew for sure that you would live a shorter than last time by taking steroids, would you in fact take them? He's like, I know I'm going to live shorter lifetime and I'm still going to take them. And so he doesn't care. And so imagine it's so important to him to be jacked that he's willing to shave years off of his life. But why?
But in general, I'm very light. I'm not running any crazy cycles.
He's on trend right now.
And so he says, you know what? It's just, I'm on a really low cycle. Bro says, but you're on trend. And so the amount of your cycle, it's not the total milligrams, but rather, what are you taking? If you're taking trend, even if it's a little bit, it's a lot. Now, if he had said, you know, I'm only on HRT, it's prescribed by my doctor, it's the same dose as Coach Greg, it's 140 milligrams, and my blood work, well, it's impeccable. Well, that's a big different story. But when you're on trend, there is no amount of trend that's safe. It's bad. It's not good whatsoever.
He's on trend right now.
I'm gonna compete, man.
And so his excuse, you know, well, I'm going to compete. So what? Well, how is competing so important? Oh, I'm going to compete, so I need to take steroids. There are drug-tested bodybuilding competitions. You don't need to take steroids. You can, in fact, compete natural first. Why do people take steroids before they even do a competition? Think of it. Don't you want to find out if you actually like it first? And so what did I do? I did 42 competitions natural, 100% natural first. I said, you know what? I probably like this sport. You know, I've been training for 20 years natural, and I'm going to use steroids. I'm at my natural genetic limit. Now, not saying that's a good excuse to do it, but you should at least be approaching your natural genetic limit. You should be at least 25 and your brain's finished developing. You should at least do a bodybuilding competition and decide if you like it or not before you decide to abuse steroids.
Post as a natural is already showing some signs of balding.
And so think of it, the guy who's 100% natural, he's already showing signs of balding back here. The hairs are starting to roll back. They're thinner. And essentially, it looks like he's not natural. I mean, he's already balding as is, but yet he's still natural. I mean, obviously it could be just genetics. Some people go bald earlier than others, and it's basically what your parents hand down to you. But is this possibly some foreshadowing?
Things were not looking good for the steroid twin.
We can observe clearly that on Elias the problem is bigger and there might be some thinning on the area in the future.
And so they said, look, clearly you're receding faster. And so because they're twins, they're identical twins, we can determine that the steroids are most likely causing this. He's balder back here, the hair is getting thinner, there's fewer follicles, and so steroids are clearly causing effects faster than last time.
And while they think we're shooting a workout video together, I am conducting a rage experiment to see who's going to snap first. Things are about to get a whole lot more intense when Argyris forces his way onto our machine for level 3.
As they're doing this experiment, you can see the guy on steroids, his nips are a little bit more puffy. The guy who's natty, his nips are clearly less pronounced. And so that is also another side effect of steroids. And what about the anger? Well, bro on steroids, he's having a hard time controlling his temper. Now, I can understand why he would get aggravated, as in this guy was paid to come in and annoy these two. But you can see one gentleman, the guy who's natural, has more patience than last time. One of the effects of steroids is that you essentially have a shorter fuse. You're also more confident, you're more arrogant. And so if somebody tries to talk to you or tries to get in your space or says something negative to you, you're most likely going to try and fight back. You don't have the same level of patience. You can't diffuse the situation. And so if some bro tries to come and attack you at, for example, a Mr. Olympia competition or something, you're much less likely to drop back. You're going to think, why are you doing that? You're going to want to fight. You're going to want to argue. And so one of the problems of performance-enhancing drugs is it makes you paranoid. You might think other people are out to get you, and you think that the world is out to get you. It's not. It's you. You're the problem. You're on steroids. If you weren't on steroids, you would be more of a chill guy. Just a chill guy.
Elias was trying his best to keep it together and stayed completely silent. But the energy in the room was becoming extremely intense.
And so essentially, it feels good to get angry, like he's liking it. It's enjoyable. Some people on steroids, they actually go out looking for trouble. They'll start fights. They'll cause problems. They might, in fact, be abusive to their girlfriends. And it's not just with violence. It's also with what they say. They can't seem to control themselves.
You are ego lifting a little bit, right? You, not the other guys.
Brother, let me tell you something. What are you doing right now? You're over here sitting around making comments. Do yours, says, leave us alone. We're doing our own thing. We didn't comment on your workout. I think you're being rude. I think you're being rude, bro, without a reason. We haven't done anything to you and you're here with an attitude.
I think that the guy who's on steroids, what he's saying is in fact correct. He has a shorter fuse, but what he's saying does in fact make sense. He's saying, look, what are you doing right now? Like, why are you behaving this way?
Nah, I just took 3 scoops of pre-workout.
Okay, and I took 300 milligrams of Tren, so what?
And so bro's like, hey, I just took 300 milligrams of caffeine. I'm a little bit amped up. I'm a little bit rude. Yeah, I see it. Bro's like, I took 300 milligrams of Tren. I mean, to simply announce that, why would you say that? And so you can see the trend is clearly affecting him. Now, some would argue that it's good. It makes you more aggressive. It makes you less of a simp. It makes you more of an alpha. But is it really a good thing if it's causing you to get into fights?
Are you angry? Because I'm much angrier than you. And you really don't want me to prove it to you right now.
Anzi, largo, recline. Stop. Hey, prank. It's a prank. Se bomba. Hey, Ilya, trollaro. Trollaro. Ilya, trollaro.
Don't do shit like that to me, bro.
I don't like pranks. Like, I hate them. And so, although it's a prank and the actor was told to do this, you can see what happens. What if they had actually fought? What if either of these guys had gotten a fight? Did you really need to prank these people? And so essentially, turk around and find out.
Leave the gym right now. Get out of the gym right now.
And so you can see, even after being told, look, it's a prank, he's telling the guy to leave the gym right now. Now, what should be told right now is these should be saying, look, I told him to do that to you, and so it's on me. I'm the one that set up this prank. It's not the actor's fault. It's the man who engaged the actor.
It really shocked me how he wouldn't calm down even after he learned it was part of the experiment.
Technically, he could have been just as angry as the person who hired the actor as the actor himself. The actor is doing a job. He instructed him to do that. And so turk around and find out.
Just if I get the rage, it takes at least a day for me to chill.
A full day to get rid of the rage? Imagine getting angry and then carrying that with you for an entire day. Now, let me tell you this. Sometimes you make videos on people from 5 years ago and the rage sticks with them for life. They're constantly taking steroids, abusing steroids, and they can't chill out, they can't relax. And so you do one thing that upsets them, and for the rest of their life, they're angry. They carry that anger with them every single day. They can't let it go. And so they can't control themselves. They're angry. They go to Instagram. They yell at certain people. Guys, please be careful. If you don't have a good self-esteem, you're an emotional person, perhaps you were abused when you were younger, who knows what may have happened to you. If you take steroids, it's only going to make it worse.
Now is the time for the final test where
I'm analyzing their blood to see if steroids have actually destroyed Elias's body.
And so what I couldn't wait for, the blood work, of course. How bad is bro on steroids blood work going to be? Is he going to have horrendous blood work? Is he taking years off of his life? Can't wait to get into the blood work.
There's not going to be a winner in this video because when I got my hands on the results, I stumbled upon something so unexpected that, if true, completely flips this video on its head.
Wow. I mean, that's a statement. It's so bad that they had to completely blow the video on its head. And so it's so crazy that the video is flipped upside down. And so are they going to see that he's perhaps ready to have a heart attack, a thrombosis, a cardiac event? Is it his kidneys? Is it his liver? Is it looking bad? Are they going to have to tell him to go off? Is bro knocking on death's door?
So I called in Dr. Touliatos.
And so the blood work was so bad, he had to call in a doctor. He's like, I can't do this on my own. I need an expert to weigh in.
Acutely from the liver, stroke and heart attack can happen in the blink of an eye.
We heard it from the doctor himself. Steroids can end your life abruptly. But the truth is that I didn't bring the doctor in to talk to us about the dangers of steroids.
Why did he bring the doctor in then? What could it be? They're not twins after all. Babe, maybe they're not twins. They're identical non-twins.
I brought him in because when I saw Costas, the natural blood results.
Oh no, the natural's blood work came in and perhaps he's going to die.
And I started to believe that Costas might in fact not be natural.
What a turn of events. The natural is natural. I mean, show me the blood work. He sees the blood work and says, wow, I need an expert to weigh in because, hey, this guy's a fake natty. He says he's natural, but what if he wasn't actually natural? And so he gets a doctor to weigh in. Bro, all you have to do is send it to Coach Greg. This is literally what I do. How many guys' blood works have I gone over?
Does this guy claim he's natural? If he said that, it will be scientifically proven to be false.
Scientifically proven to be false? That sounds like a fake natty. Saw the blood work, scientifically proven to be a fake natty. Now, when I did videos and other people and said they're natural, people are like, oh, you're lying. You can't see if somebody's natural. What about this? These doctors, this doctor, I don't know who he is, and I don't know who Coach P is, but yet they're saying bro is a fake natty based on the blood work. But I digress.
Some conservative doctors will say this guy has first stages of renal failure because it's very high the creatinine. You need to use, for instance, toxic anabolic steroids like trenbolone.
High creatinine can be a sign of kidney damage, one of the organs steroids can harm. I need to see the blood work. I can give you a much better rendition than what we're seeing. It could be high creatinine, but doesn't mean he's on steroids. And so unless I see the blood work, I can't tell you for certain if he's natural or not, but I'm taking their word. They're saying they've gone over the blood work and he's a fake natty. Please show us the numbers.
Listen, you don't get creatinine of 1.6 being natty. Come on.
He says, look, your creatinine doesn't go above 1.6 if you're in fact natural. It can though. It can though. We don't know. We need to see more. What about LH? FSH, what were his testosterone levels? Show me the blood work. You can't say if somebody's natural or not based on creatinine alone. That is ridiculous.
This is somebody who uses trenbolone, for instance.
He keeps saying this is the signs of somebody using trenbolone. There is no blood work that can tell you if you're using tren or not. I'm sorry, this is not a drug test. This is not a test to determine whether he's on trenbolone or not. This is blood work. Blood work shows signs of effects from taking steroids and or other recreational drugs and so on. And so unless I see what they're talking about, I can't decide if he's natty or not. And so let me know in the comment section, do you want them to show the blood work? You can't just say, oh, he's on tren. His creatinine was too high. There's much more to it than that.
So you truly don't believe there's any chance he's natural?
LH of 0.5 is end of the story.
Low LH stimulates the testes to produce testosterone. Steroids cause LH to drop significantly. LH of 0.5. That's looking bad. I'm sorry, LH 0.5? That's in the toilets. Do you know what can cause LH to go down? Exogenous testosterone, androgens, or SARMs. And so if you take testosterone or tren, Anavar, Osterine, Rad 140, your LH is going to go down. And so why is it so low? If you're 100% natural, why is your LH so low? Show me the rest of the blood work.
Is it truly that definitive?
Listen, he may not use anabolics, but he could use a SARM.
And so he's asked, hey, is it possible that he's not on steroids? He's like, yep, it's possible he's not on steroids. He might be on SARMs. And so he's on something. Why is his LH 0.5? Does he have a tumor? It's not a tumor. What else could it be? And so you can't say that you're natural and then get your blood work done and have all the markers showing that you're not. Remember Hussein Farhat? Remember how many people said he's a fake natty, but yet his blood turned out to be okay? How is it that Hussein, who people say is not natty, his blood work turns out okay, but this guy who claims he's natural has blood work that says the opposite? Rather than being a fake natty and throwing down your LH or getting your creatinine levels to be too high or ruining your liver, your kidneys, your heart, and all that stuff, why not just take the Turk Builder Max, Turk Platinum, as it's much safer than last time. If you want to get your blood work done to make sure you're not going to die like these guys, you can go to AlgoRx, code Greg 10% off, and they can also write prescriptions for medications like Ozempic or Tirzepatide, Cialis, Tadalafil, Viagra, Telmisartan, whatever the things that you need, you can get it from AlgoRx, and it's about half price of other places like Merrick Health. So if you want it cheaper than last time, pharmaceutical from doctors, prescription medications, not illegal, all legal, get to AlgoRx, click the link in the description, code Greg 10% off. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boom.